head UTSA volleyball coach Carol Price-Torok. Her weekly media availability the week of September 2nd, 2024. Coach, if you could start us off with a brief opening statement on last week's Quest for the Crown tournament and what you're looking forward to from your team this week.
Yeah, thanks. I think it was an exciting week. Always nice to start playing, and one of the reasons we went out to ODU was so that we could compete, and I think we saw that in tight sets, playing multiple sets in a match. But we got exposed a little bit and we need to play a little more clean. I think the serve and pass game got us a little bit, but where we saw some people shine is our senior opposite. Faye Wilbright had a really great weekend. Our fifth-year senior libero, Leah Giroux, making the all-tournament team and really holding it down from the defensive side of things. Definitely really miss Caroline Kruger, and she'll be back this weekend, which is exciting to have her back in the lineup and swinging. And her leadership, what she brings to the table from a passing side of things, will definitely get us back into the swing of things this week. Huge week, rivalry with Texas State on Wednesday, and then our first home non-conference tournament. So a lot of volleyball, 4 matches in 4 days, should be really exciting, and we're just continuing to look to bring our brand of volleyball to the Convo, into San Antonio, run things really fast, and play a little bit cleaner if we want to play Texas State.
And we'll go ahead and open it up to questions.
Coach, you mentioned Aaliyah being named to the all-tournament team. What does it mean to have such an experienced leader in that role specifically for your team?
Yeah, it's a sense of comfort, honestly. I mean, she gets it done from the passing and defensive side of things, but the amount of games that she has in her and her experience, we're able to switch up some of our defense sometimes, and we know that she understands it. We know that she can execute it, and her range is really, really big. So, we rely on her to dig a lot of balls, and she certainly does that. We would just want to continue to pump her up for the work that she's doing for our team.
You had, I believe, 6 players make their UTSA debut this weekend. What impressed you about that?
Yeah, a lot of youth. I think that's impressive in general, that the youth on our team is really doing great things for us, and they're going to continue to do big things for us this year. And I think they handle themselves really well. They got put to the test early with William and Mary. They're running a really fast offense, so they got to see that and taste that a little bit early and what they needed to do adjustment-wise. They handled adjustments. We made personnel switches, especially in the middle. We have 4 really, really strong middles. It's early in the year. We want to see what they can do against our opponents, and they did a really great job of staying upbeat, being ready to go, and going in there and doing their job when we needed them to.
One area where you appear to have quite a bit of depth is the middle blocker position. How do you think that will help your team this season?
I think it gives us different looks. So, we have some that are more defensive strong, some that are definitely more offensively strong. We want to run a lot of things through our middle. I think if we can push balls through the middle and run things through the middle, it opens everything up. So we really need to make sure that we're passing so we can utilize those middles and that depth that we have in there.
What are you looking forward to about the match against Texas State on Wednesday? And then how do you think that will challenge your team and make them better?
Yeah, Texas State's always fun. They're well coached. They play really hard. They grind, and it's fun. A lot of our players know their players. We know their staff really well. Obviously, our assistant Emily DeWalt played there, so it's definitely a fun rivalry. So it gets you amped up. I love that we're going to be opening up with them at home in front of a great crowd. I think it pushes us and makes us better going into conference. Though that seems a long ways away, we're going to see teams like that in conference every single week, and so to be able to have a test run to play someone really solid that can score from all positions on the court, is really defensive sound, will really push us and test us, and I think that's just a testament to them and what they're doing in their long history, but also a great trial run for us to what we need to do to be successful.
You had record attendance last year. You packed the Convo for the spring match against Texas. What makes UTSA volleyball so exciting for a fan to enjoy?
Yeah, that's a great question. Our players make it exciting. Their connections with the community, their connections with young players coming in. We're trying to have a fast-paced brand of volleyball where we're scoring points and we're diving all over the floor. You're not going to see any shortage of effort and people sprawling out and popping the ball up and continuing to win things on defense. And I think that makes the game fast. I think it makes it exciting, winning long rallies and having cheer there and our home crowd there to just pump us up is really, really exciting. So you're going to see a fast-paced style of volleyball, and it's going to be really fun.
This weekend, you will salute educators as part of your matches. Can you speak to the impact that teachers, professors, coaches had in your life and development?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I can't say enough about the teachers that I had. My mom was a teacher and taught in our hometown, so teachers were second parents to me. We went on vacations together. They kept me in check when I needed to be in check. The lessons that I learned in their classrooms every single day. My volleyball coach, Natalie Cook, was a teacher, so she was handling us in the classroom and in the gym. My basketball coach, Coach DeWitt, taught me numerous lessons about just being a great teammate and working hard and never giving up. Then I got to go to college and play for John and Lori Corbelli, and it was a family. And really, really try to emulate that every single day with what we do and what's in the gym, and just leading from the front and showing these kids that family's important. Unfortunately, my family and my husband's family aren't down here, so our players and our players' family become very, very integrated into my life, my boys' life, and I just really think that that's what it is, because being an educator is just being selfless, and it's putting in a lot of time and a lot of hours that you don't necessarily see, maybe out in the news or in the community and things like that, but all that behind-the-scenes stuff is just, second to none. And I think it's really special, what people do when they're coaching, when they're teaching, and I have immense respect for people in the education field and what they do and how they do it and how much they care for their students and for their players.
This collection of 3 teams you have coming in this weekend, how will they test you and help make your team better?
They're very gritty, and some new coaches in their programs and building things the right way, building things their way. Definitely seen some huge improvement from them, and we're going to get tested. And it's in-state schools and in-state rivalries, and kids that are coming back here to play that are from San Antonio, that have things to prove and want their community to be proud of them. So we're going to have to make sure that we stay organized, that we take advantage of being at home in our home gym with our home crowd, but we got to put points on the board, and I think that's the biggest thing from this past weekend going into this weekend that we need to learn is we got to score points on a consistent basis, and if we do that, I think we're going to have some good success.
How important is it playing in-state teams, not just for the growth of UTSA volleyball, but growth of volleyball in the state as a whole?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I came down to play in Texas, arguably some of the best volleyball players in the country, and we want them to see our brand of volleyball, and we want them to know that staying in state and going to Texas schools is fun, it's exciting, you have great people to play, it's really competitive, and I love that just down the road, around the corner, up the road, we can find teams that can challenge us and push us and have a great brand of volleyball. There's some very historic coaches or, really, really great coaches. There's coaches that want to be down here because they love the talent down here. So I just think it's a testament to the state. Obviously, we talked about educators. The high school coaches and club coaches here in Texas are some of the best. And so I think it's a testament to them, that we're playing the best all the time. And it's really, really fun to bring that into San Antonio to show recruits and people, what San Antonio is like and what our brand of volleyball is like.
Thank you, Coach. I'm good, Ryan.
All right, that'll wrap things up for head UTSA volleyball coach Carol Price-Torok. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.